it's especially more important to celebrate International Women's Day at a time like this in Zimbabwe when there are such great difficulties and problems. We like to call them challenges, but they are really problems. That is from, especially on the economic front and human rights front. So it's a time to reflect and focus our energies on finding out why we are not making progress. But I always want to keep on drawing us to the constitution that we adopted in 2013. And speaking as a woman, I think that, in terms of opportunity for equality and building for change, we need to remember just how much of a gem we have in the constitution of Zimbabwe that we adopted all those years ago, but that we're not that we're still not accessing in terms of its benefits. And we need to, it's as if we're already forgetting how wonderful guarantees we put in there for ourselves, and how we need to hold to account government in particular, and also other institutions.
The issue of equality, and also as our different political parties are representing us and looking at issues of governance from their perspective, one of the things we would want to remind them of is that without the inclusion of women, the equal inclusion of women, the representation of women, we fall far short of what our constitution says. We are not able to be representative of the kind of democracy that we should be living as a country, as long as more than half of the population of the country is not having its say in issues of politics, in issues of the economy, in issues of whether it's the media, in issues of any other sector that you would think of.
If you look at Zimbabwe as a context, we have very good laws that protect women's rights, in particular the constitution that is gender sensitive. But the reality for women to then enforce those rights is where the challenge is and the gap is. A lot of the times it's about how are you able to access services? Are you staying in an area where the services are provided? The cost of the services is also a major challenge for many women who stay particularly in the rural areas. Just accessing a lawyer is a costly business. So those are some of the challenges that women face.